I have my dream job. But even dream jobs have not so dreamy parts. That's where ServiceNow's AI specialists come in. They don't just tell you what to do about your busy work, they actually do it. That way your team can focus on what matters. To learn how to put AI to work for people, visit servicenow.com. Hey everyone, welcome to Serve, brought to you by ServiceNow, our Wimbledon recap show, which we shot, as you can see, still in the Wimbledon-esque studio, on the heels of the final between Jannik Sinner and Alex Zverev. We covered that match in detail in our recap episode, so this one won't be all about that. This is kind of a 2-week look back at the tournament, and the biggest story coming into this tournament, Serena Williams returns to tennis. It seems like 4 months ago now that it was when she was the build-up and the hype, and will she play doubles and will she not? Listen, she comes back. She doesn't win against Maya Joint. I don't care. She's back. She's playing. Eyeballs are on tennis. Biggest number ever for a Tuesday on ESPN. I mean, it's great. I hope we see more of it. I expect we'll see more of it. JW.
That's the good news. There were some concerns with that knee injury and those sort of grisly postings that she had about having her knee drained, but it does seem as though she's this comeback's going to keep going, and whether it's singles or doubles, and we'll see how I feel, and then singles.
Mixed doubles.
Carlos Alcaraz.
Mixed doubles.
But yeah, it was this was the week one story, and I thought, she acquitted herself great. I mean, she looked good. She served well. She got a set. She didn't win the match. She was disappointed she didn't win. I mean, one thing that really struck me, and I think the same is true in doubles. I mean, I asked them when I said, who's she playing doubles with in Canada? And they said, well, she hasn't necessarily settled on a partner yet, but she's in this. She wants a younger partner she's going to win with. I mean, this is not
in Canada.
This in Toronto. Oh, this is. Did I just break something I shouldn't have?
Let's just keep going.
All right. No, my point being, this is not. This is not just a glorified exhibition and let's take one last fight on a barge so my kids can see me box. This is real competition.
Fight on a barge.
She's in this thing to win more matches, and I'm happy that this isn't the last we've seen of her apparently. So yeah, good story, good serving. She didn't add to her haul of majors. Yeah. She also was completely respectable, and the comeback tour continues.
She played, I mean, listen, 4 years, you want to know how stupid I'd look if I didn't play tennis for 4 years and then my first match out of the gate was Wimbledon? So stupid is the answer. Like, incredibly stupid.
44 is it?
Incredibly stupid. I thought she did great. Apparently, she tweaked her knee in the first set of that match. Yeah. I thought I was like, the legs aren't working. Like, I thought it was fatigue when I was covering it. I was like, the legs don't fire. When the legs fire, you miss long, and it kind of looked out of sorts. This will serve her well going forward. Should she choose to continue, which she is going to continue. Fast forward to a potential walkout at Arthur Ashe Stadium night session.
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, exactly. I'm here for it. It'll be great. Everyone will be going crazy. New York crowd will act. I mean, it'll be fantastic. I'm here for it. Absolute legends. Still, we know the story backwards, forwards, always. To think that these two women come from Compton. You've won 5 singles titles at Wimbledon, and you're the second best player in your family. I don't think we can tell that story enough.
The 2 winningest players in women's tennis so far this century, in the 2000s, shared a bedroom. This is the craziest story. We're going to tell our grandkids are going to tell this story. It's just ludicrous.
It's just so much bigger.
And I think, I mean, just one
than tennis.
I think longevity, I mean, sort of like the highest peak versus the mountain range that extends the longest. I mean, I think there's also something to be said for longevity. It's not just total figures, but I mean, Serena won her first slam in the 90s, and she's still playing. So yeah, great story. Long may it continue. See you in New York.
Good news for tennis. I think the most, well, there's a couple. Props to Dimitrov. Heartbreaking loss last year to Sinner. We've covered it extensively on our shows throughout the 2 weeks. I was lucky enough to see him at breakfast. Just incredibly gracious human. I hope all good things come to him. And I know he loses to Fery. I also know he played great to get there. Maybe the body's fatigued a little bit, but what a redemption story the way it ended last year, coming back as a wild card, not knowing where your game is at, and playing some great tennis along the way. So props to Grigor Dimitrov. We mentioned Fery. I mean, what a great story. 114 in the world. Holy Chwalinska. Semifinals on a wild card. Loses his first set of the tournament to Damir Zoomer. Obviously had semifinals written all over it the entire time.
So he loses to that set to Zoomer and then puts, he clots his ears to spare himself from Zoomer's complaining. And this was what he's known for, as a funny tabloid story. Arthur Fery, whoever thought we'd be talking about him 10 days later. I think we need to keep our voices down because he lives on the other side of that fence. The fact that he's, we say, a local player, and you assume it means a British player. It's Andy. This guy literally can ride his hoverboard to Wimbledon. Every tournament needs these little dashes of spice.
Yes.
And that was Arthur Fery here. Also, props to the Wimbledon wildcard committee. We gave him a little stick for no Dan Evans, but Berrettini, Dimitrov, Arthur Fery.
It's hard to argue against their selections.
Wildcards. Those are wildcards well spent. And Arthur Fery now not going to be in too many wildcard discussions. Top 40 player.
I'm glad you mentioned Dan Evans. I also heard legendary stories of him from the Dog and Fox during these 2 weeks. He may not have gotten the wild cards, but he did not lose to anyone in beer drinking these 2 weeks, apparently. So
we can confirm
happy
that.
Trails, Dan Evans. I say that lovingly. You didn't get it here, but apparently you still did some work and had a good time during Wimbledon. This next one's a bummer. I just have no American men in the semis.
Yeah.
If you heard our draw show at the beginning of the tournament, I was pretty convinced that we were going to have one in the final. Francis coming in was playing great. Ben was playing great. Loses to qualifier Wertheim, 150 in the world. Like, that one has to be, you're 4 or 5 in the world. You lose that match. You kind of have to take a look in the mirror. The pattern recognition I don't think was there. Some weird drop shots and decision making. Ben has all upside. I said he was, had never been out of the country before. He went to Australia and made the quarters or semis or whatever it was. He's not one of these guys who was playing junior tournaments from when he was 11 years old. I do give some grace for that, but has to be disappointing for him. Francis losing to Bublik when he was, had a million set points. And Taylor going down. I hope his knee is okay. I think that was part of the issue against Zverev, but there's no guarantees that he wins that match against Zverev anyway. So I think I was full of excitement, and rightfully so, because they had played so well coming in. I said that it was the first time I looked at a draw and said it's likely, not possible, but likely that there's an American man in the final. It's not exactly how it shook out, JW.
Yeah, just by sheer volume. I mean, you had 4 top 20 players, and you had, it's such a weird time, just sort of broaden this out for men's tennis in general. I was thinking Alex de Minaur, career high ranking, and we were talking about his quotes and sort of how he's never felt further from achieving the dream. Felix close to a career high ranking if he isn't there yet. Gets to the quarterfinals, can't get past Novak, and now has parted ways with his coach. Ben Shelton, very close to his career high ranking, and has lost his last 3 matches that he's played at majors. So he
won one at Roland Garros.
That's right. All right. Yeah. So he's lost two straight matches. Two players outside the top 50.
The last 2 draws have been relatively open, and losing to Collignon and then Wertheim.
There's still time here. I mean, for Francis had another stinging loss in a major, sandwiched with probably the biggest title of his career in between in Halle,
where he beat Taylor. He played great.
This if we look at this objectively, this was an underachieving tournament for an American junior won the boys, but otherwise on the American male side, it was pretty rough.
We're going to get to that junior match here in a second. Have it on my list. Zverev, I thought, did great.
Yep.
A big story coming off of Roland Garros. Never been past the 4th round at Wimbledon. Up a set in the final. Dream summer. Coco. So 2 sides of this coin. I'm going to start with if I'm in Coco's camp, how I'm selling this. And I don't think it's a hard sale. I think every really good player has that moment where grass clicks. You start understanding the patterns that work. You start feeling comfortable on it. Your movement starts getting better on it. You start realizing when to come in, when to stay back. You start realizing how to serve on this surface, which is different than any other surface. I think if Coco ends up being someone who plays well at this tournament regularly, which she hadn't been that person coming in,
right.
I think she points to this year and is like, that's the year that grass actually started making sense to me. And the Muhova finish. JW, how do you balance those two things?
I think if you read her post-match remarks, she had such a common sense approach to it. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't denial. I mean, look, this was a shot she makes 99 times out of 100, and she took her eye off the ball, and nerves played a factor. And again, I think I said this the other night, I think it was more lack of execution than bad decision making. You know, she has an opponent pinned to the baseline, and she hasn't.
That shot had worked a lot through that entire match, by the way.
And Coco said, listen, people would be thrilled to lose in a Wimbledon semifinal. Yeah. And the good thing about tennis is you have I think, I can't remember, I think you said this. Coco drew a lot from Iga, and eventually you reach a point where you crack the riddle of grass. Yeah. And I think that is her big takeaway. Yeah, it'll sting. It helps when you have a couple majors in the bag and you haven't even entered your mid-20s. She'll get her chances. This will be a disappointment. It will not be a crushing disappointment, but that match point missed forehand drop shot. She'll think about a while.
Sinner, the overwhelming favorite going into the U.S. Open on the men's side. The women's side, I think parity rules at this point, especially with Sabalenka all of a sudden exiting a couple of Grand Slams early. As we look ahead, I mean, Nosková winning here, great performance. But I don't think that performance kind of overwhelms the conversation about parity. Right. I don't think anyone goes and is like, I am the clear-cut favorite at U.S. Open. And the reason that made me think of that was like, you're talking about Coco. As she's looking forward, as Sabalenka's looking forward, as Rybakina is looking forward, as Iga's looking forward, as there's not a lot of momentum to be had from the top 3, 4, 5 players in the world as we look forward to the U.S. Open, JW.
Last year, you'll remember Sabalenka was in a similar situation where she was number one and by a considerable margin, but she also hadn't won a major, and she sort of said, listen, this is my last chance. I'm going to grab it. But yeah, I mean, a lot of players leave here with some questions in need of answering, which is great for the plot. And history tells us that a lot of times you find those answers. But you're right. Go down the list. Jess Pegula, not a devastating defeat, but she was the highest seed remaining. 32 years
Osaka
old. Naomi Osaka.
Great
exactly.
for parts of this tournament. And she's in that conversation moving forward. But I think the grouping has gone from like 2 with Iga and Sabalenka. Coco enters the chat. Rybakina enters the chat. Right. Now there's like 6 other people who have entered the chat.
Yep. Exactly. Which is great.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Props to Linda Nosková.
Totally.
We need to spend time on this. Complete player, world-class back in. To let that final go and then to reel it back in and recover, mental fortitude. One of the most heartfelt moments, tear-jerking moments of this entire event is when she's getting through her victory speech and it comes to, I want to thank someone else. And she looks up at the skies and she thanks her mother, who had passed from cancer just before this tournament 2 years ago. Martina crying. It's just, listen, this entire tennis community, in those moments, I feel like it shrinks, right? We all become tighter. We all become closer. We all become, recognize humanity. I thought it was a beautiful and well-deserved ending for her. I hope she felt her presence. It sounds like she did. Props to her. I can't imagine associating that memory with this place and time and then coming back and conquering this place. So really, 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 really heartfelt well done to Linda Nosková.
Exactly. And a lot of game, a lot of poise. Again, she went, you lose, you're up 6-2, 5-2, match points to win Wimbledon. You lose the set.
Yep.
How many times have we seen this movie where the moment's passed and it's gone? For her to reset. And yeah, I mean, I thought it wasn't, she gave that very poignant speech and then she said, I'm sorry, I'm not one who usually cries.
Yeah.
And you want to say
please
acknowledging your late mother who passed away.
Yeah, that's not
the end of, you're good. We're with you. She was delightful. And I think there's a lot of good tennis left in her. I mean, she was really an impressive player. The versatility, the athleticism,
she's not going
away. Serving, she ain't going away.
No. Thanks for listening to Served. We will be right back. Guys, we're about to hit the best part of the year. The North American hardcourt swing. DC, Montreal, Cincinnati. Some of my best moments on tour happen in these beautiful cities. And Surf, too. That was our first live show. We did it at the brewery.
Sonder Brewing.
Sonder was awesome.
Right
We were
outside the
stunned.
tournament.
People showed up. Anyways, these places and fans made me feel right at home. Now that I'm retired, I get to experience the action as a fan, taking in the matches with my friends and family and finding the perfect place to do it, regardless of where in the world we are. And whether it's for the next tour stop, the next Grand Slam, or next year, fans like me will be looking for a place to stay that provides exactly what they're looking for. So check this out. You can list your space on Airbnb, give the fans that home away from home, and even make some extra money while you're at it. Your home might be worth more than you think. Find out how much at airbnb.com/host. This episode is brought to you by ServiceNow. Look, I have my dream job. I watch tennis, I think about tennis, I talk about tennis, but even dream jobs have not so dreamy parts. The stuff that gets in the way of the actual work. That's where ServiceNow's AI specialists come in. They don't just tell you what you should do about your busy work, they actually do it, start to finish. Cases closed, requests handled, no extra work for you. That way, you and your team can focus on the work that matters, which for me is explaining at length why tennis players are the best athletes on earth. Sorry, everyone else on earth. To learn how to put AI to work for people, visit servicenow.com. All right, back to the show. Sinner, we covered him a ton in our recap show. So if you want to hear specifics from the match and the tournament, started off the tournament scratchy. Yep. Forehand was off. Got better. You hear us say this, got better as the tournament went on, but you think that's like actually true this time, JW?
Statistically speaking, he literally got better,
way better
with every single match.
Yep.
So he has this, I would say catastrophic, but a pretty concerning Roland Garros. Gets
it was
test
awkward.
done.
It was weird.
It was awkward. It was weird.
Yeah.
It was even before the tournament sort of validated a lot of the concerns about him and the elements. As Darren Cahill, I can quote his own coach saying, he's a redhead from Northern Italy. What do you expect? But no, I mean, it gave him this vulnerability, didn't play a tune-up, and then looked really scratchy in his first round match. And literally cleaned it up a little more each round. And by the semis and the finals, he was pretty unplayable and untouchable. I think I talked about this on the recap show, but he won Wimbledon last year. It's his 20th title. He wins it this year. It's 30th.
Yeah.
So this is someone who's done a lot of winning and a lot of improving.
A lot of work. Really, just to put that in context with that many wins in a short amount of time, there are really good players who haven't won 10 tournaments. And he's won them all in these are Master Series events and slams. Like this is not, the same Pawtucket.
Can I just give you guys some numbers? We touched on it. It's his 5th career slam. This was his 100th career major match win. Yep. He's the 10th man in the Open era to successfully defend the gentleman's title. And it was his 10th straight win over Zverev. So
87 consecutive holds against Zverev.
The number 2 player in the world.
That's insane.
Clean slate on serve, no breaks against Novak and Zverev back-to-back. Only 2 break points faced, 1 in each match. Dominant serving. We covered a lot of it. I'll mention this one more time. As these players keep racking up stats, we talked about it with Eagle last year at 6. I think it's important to draw down comps with history. The big 3, frankly, ruined all statistical comparisons, right? Now, if we want to actually have a sober view of the icons of our game, let's talk through it. Jannik Sinner passes Jim Courier this tournament. Legend, number 1 player, 4-time major winner. Jannik's at 5. 1 short, Edberg Becker at 6 majors. Icons of our game. I saw Edberg at Queen's Club 3 years ago unexpectedly playing on a court next to me, and I couldn't speak. I was so starstruck. It was it was absurd. 7 Grand Slams, right? So 2 away. We're talking McEnroe, Wilander, Carlos, already on that list. I mean, absolute monster icons. 8, which is not crazy to say that he'll get to 8.
3 get
most
this time next year. Yeah.
Correct.
All right.
Agassi, Connors, Lendl.
Wow.
This is the company he keeps now.
He's 24.
This is the company he keeps.
24 years old.
And you got to think he's going to win the career Grand Slam at some point at Roland Garros. So I know we like to kind of look back at the good times. Like, oh, do you remember those finals with Edberg and Becker? They were so cool. This is that with Carlos and Sinner. We are living through another little thing, like a fucking era.
By accident or design, you are repudiating your contemporary Marat Safin. The other thing about Sinner, he hasn't lost. He's 5-0 at Master Series. I mean, it's not out of the question. He could sweep. Yeah, he could run the table at the thousands.
That's so absurd. Anyways, it's absurd what he's doing. He couldn't be more humble. I've been around him behind the scenes more the last 2 weeks than I have been before. Always a gentleman.
Good dude.
Walks in, looks everyone in the eye, says hello. After interviews, not only thanks the hosts, thanks the room.
Yep.
Everyone behind the scenes doing great work. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. We'll see you next. Like, just very aware, polite,
raised right.
A lot of respect. You ready for just some fun things that I was like, that people need to kind of stay tuned on?
What do you got?
Eala Mania is fun. I'm sorry, when you have watch parties in arenas around your country for a 4th round match, I'm in.
With free popcorn.
Free popcorn. Imagine where you live, whatever the biggest venue is close to you, imagine having watch parties for a 4th round match at Wimbledon and having no room. I am here for Eala Mania. It's great for tennis. I don't want to hear any of that bullshit like, oh, I don't care. You stop talking. No, this is a movement. She is creating single-handedly a movement of a sect of tennis fandom that largely didn't exist a couple of years ago. Thank you.
That's beautiful to see and to watch. We're talking about a country with more than 100 million people.
Yes.
She helps herself with her tennis. I mean, she took out the defending champion. This isn't just this is a player.
It was a fun story when she broke out at Miami.
Right.
We wanted more of it. She's top 30, beating players at majors. It went from a fun story to a very real story and a phenomenon. And we should all grab it, embrace it, love it, shake it, be thankful for it. She is single-handedly bringing more fans into tennis in a very committed and passionate way.
It's a real spike. It's real. I mean, if I'm the WTA, I'm thinking about how I'm going to capitalize on it. She also helps with her charm and accessibility and her sort of bottomless. I mean, she's great. She gets it. And I mean, I don't know if we talked about. I mean, I always said the one thing it reminds me of is sort of Kornikova mania when it was a little bit out of proportion. That was always icky. This is like all good. There's no downside to this.
Fantastic. Another thing, I am going to make serve listeners, if you're going to the U.S. Open, I implore you, I beg you, I'm telling you, you have to go see Tokito Oda.
Oh.
You have to. Just won a 10th slam wheelchair tennis. He is on his way to becoming the greatest of all time. 6-1, 6-1 in the final of Wimbledon. You have to go see this legend. You have to. You must. It's your homework.
How many majors is he?
10.
He's 20 years old.
10.
At 20.
He's 20 years
10.
old.
He equaled the guy.
Wheelchair tennis is so hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard. Go back and with Rich Raney. Go listen to our explainer. Go back and search the archives, or we'll put it up next week or something. But it is. You have to go watch Tokito Oda. If you claim you're a tennis fan and you want to kind of embrace, a tournament that's not singles, go watch Tokito Oda. We talk about people are all bent out of shape about watch Tokito Oda. This guy deserves $1 trillion.
Yes. We need to make that documentary. Let's get the rights to that.
Well, I want to shout out also. I think Yui Kamiji also won 6-0, and that apparently was her first Wimbledon single title. She completed a career Golden Slam.
I mean,
double bagel in the final.
Go watch wheelchair tennis. The strength
awesome. Exactly.
The strength and athleticism it takes is mind blowing. It is a physical marvel. It is amazing. These are champions. Go watch them. 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 You have to.
Exactly.
You must.
If our studio, we had the good fortune of being right above Court 14, where they had a lot of these matches. It is a great sporting event, and they're using all angles of the court, and they're the strength and what you like. Where's the one-handed backhand? I'll tell you where the one-handed backhand is for obvious reasons.
Yes.
It's a real asset to this sport.
Yes.
Well
yes,
said.
you
All
have
right.
to.
All right.
You have to. I'll come out and watch with you. I need to go. I haven't. Yes, amazing. Okay, so something I've been I haven't mentioned to this point, and I'm like, I have this weird relationship with mentioning it, but you have to. I watched one of the best junior matches I've ever seen in the finals of the boys Wimbledon final, and one was one of my old nemesis. Nemesis. Leighton Hewitt's son, Cruz Hewitt, makes the finals of junior Wimbledon. Insane. I remember, like, when you see a kid when he's like 3 years old, you never see that kid not 3 years old. Fantastic. And 16-year-old Jordan Lee from the United States. I am hesitant to mention prospects because I think there's a thirst for an American male that is sometimes out of control. I'm not going to be the only one talking about this kid.
No.
Went through qualies. He won Orangeville last year, went through qualies here, did it the hard way, wins junior Wimbledon. I've watched him. The kid is so legit. He can move. He can run. This was a great junior final.
This was played on court 1 and you had a ticket. There were 10,000 people watching this.
Yep.
I mean, the atmosphere for this match, the level of competition, I thought especially the wheels on Jordan Lee, 16 years old. He had a wrist injury last year. He didn't know if he would, play tennis at this competitive level while his peers are all ascending and he's doing stupid exercises. This was a lot of fun as a sporting event. Again, I think we share the same view. You always feel a little bit ambivalent about yeah, exactly. Give him some space.
Everyone around him, just
exactly.
Not like you ever listen to the show. Let's not be in a hurry with the Thirst Olympics.
Right. Or the next blank.
They will be fine.
Yeah.
He will have that, whether or not we create that hype mechanism or not, he'll be fine.
Yeah. But I was really impressed with Jimmy Jones out there. Let's not even mention his name because
he was
Fred Barnett was great.
He is. I'm not going to go on and on and on. I'm not going to try to. He is legit good.
Yeah.
Legit, very, very good.
The level of play.
A prospect with which we haven't had in a long time.
All right.
So congrats to him. Congrats to Cruz Hewitt. That was a fantastic story. It was just fun to see. It kind of made me realize that time is going too fast when Cruz Hewitt's making the finals of the boys. But it was a great event on court 1, as JW said. Plenty of people there enjoying. You have to go, Jay. Get out of here.
Kill me if I have to bounce.
You got to go.
All right.
Wait. Before you go,
gentlemen.
Before you go,
what do you got?
We'll take it. We have to talk about who won the bracket challenge.
I'll do that. Let him go. He doesn't need to stay here.
Is that a good time to leave, or should I hit the
glove?
Uber meter's running.
JW won the women's bracket, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll talk
I
about
get a septum ring. It was a pleasure. Thanks, everyone. It's a good time.
See ya.
All right.
I mean, Mike, see you, JW. I mean, if there's no JW, there's really no reason to carry on with this show.
No. It was just more about announcing our bracket challenge winners.
Okay, do that.
I was gonna let you gloat a little bit. You won the men's draw between you and John by a lot, by a couple hundred points, and you actually beat all of the served talent, beating Kim and Blair as well, only edging out Blair by about 15 points. My bracket did not do well. I
Can
beat
you
John
remind the viewers
what
what you attempted to do with your bracket and how epically it failed?
It was based on head-to-head. And then if they had never played each other, then I was going to pick whoever was the highest ranked player.
And how'd that go? Did you finish last?
No, I came in. I mean, yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. Right. But shout out to our winners. We had almost 7,000 brackets filled out, which is crazy. Thank you everybody for doing that. And right now we have our winners on the men's side was Adnan and CK Tennis tied on the men's bracket. On the women's side, Numberila won that with 1,953 points, and then also took home the combined score by 35-27. So shout out to those guys. And Techie Sean's going to pack up the studio, and we'll ship you guys some Wimbledon merch.
Fun.
For winning.
You know what else we should do for the winners? Is we should at least do a direct-to-camera. Like, if they want to, we should do a direct-to-camera where I basically just tell everyone, all of their friends, that they kicked my ass.
You can do it right now.
Right, like I'll get the name. Like, see if they actually want me to use their real names for their friends. It doesn't have to go out on like the Surf channel, but like something where they can brag and I can eat shit. How's that?
I like it.
All right, we'll do that too.
So now put in your calendar, guys. Add your 49 days out to the U.S. Open draw.
Oh my God, I'm not ready. I'm not ready after these 2 weeks. I'm not ready.
I know. You're going to recover.
That was pretty passive aggressive of you. We appreciate you. Love you, Serve Nation. We will see you in a week. We don't have no shows for a week. What are we going to do with ourselves? We can figure it out.
I don't know.
We will see you. You will see this Tuesday. This is Sunday evening here. I'm going to fly home and enjoy some time. I hope you all too. You all will too. Congrats to the victors, Sinner, Nosková, champions. Congratulations. We'll see you next week. This has been Served, brought to you by Service Now. As I drop my pen. Bye.
I have my dream job, but even dream jobs have not so dreamy parts. That's where ServiceNow's AI specialists come in. They don't just tell you what to do about your busy work, they actually do it. That way your team can focus on what matters. To learn how to put AI to work for people, visit servicenow.com.